Sada slijedi naše posljednje izlaganje u ovom prvom dijelu o endoproteziji koljena. Imamo predavački duo, gospodin Orio Calligaris, Sabo Miomedika Bolonja i dr. Adnan Zubović, specijalista ortoped, traumatolog sa Oxford klinike u Irskoj. Izvolite.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies for not speaking your language, but I will try to be as much efficient as possible, and I will try to stick to the time, so we will end right for lunch.
Dobar dan, ja samo želim ponovno zahvalim instrumentari, gospodin Bačić i gospodin Kuravačiću, i nam je izuzetna čast biti ovdje. Prema se vam pozdravim kolege iz Oxforda i iz Dublina.
Okay, on this occasion I would like also to thank our friends from Instrumentaria, as there is a strong relationship between the two companies. So, Samo in Bologna and Instrumentaria here in Zagreb. I will go through the knee project that has started since 1993, and it has been developed accordingly to the most advanced principles. So the key principle of this knee are maximum congruency, minimum contact stresses in order to avoid abrasion on the surfaces, minimal wear, single radius from 10 degrees hyperextension to 70 degrees flexion, and of course maximum bone preservation. What is the key issue of this knee? The modularity. So through very simple and well-selected instrument, you can perform a knee implant very, very easily. We will see the details. Of course, flexibility is another key feature of this knee. In specific, we can have PCL retention or PCL sacrifice. So we got various versions in mobile bearing surfaces. Of course, retaining and posterior stabilized. So the high conformity is the key issue. You will notice that the difference is only due to the box. This is the PCL retaining version, and it is open, and of course the PCL sacrifice is closed box. We took particular attention to the mobile bearing. This is one of the most common knees internationally speaking, and we specifically designed the keel in order to allow proper rotation of the line, of the polyethylene line. Since many years, Böckel and Papas designed something like this in the very origin of the knee design. Now we got this design that is very close in terms of engineering, but we have enhanced some peculiar things, such as we overlapped the anterior part in order to avoid the paradoxical motion. And ladies, would you like to?
Ide se polako, mislim, što se tiče ovoga koljena, koliko ste već upoznati list, vrlo najinteresantniji dio dolazi sada. Znači, prve neke polietilena, prve stalnih polietilena, to što vidite na inserata, tamo su jako ucale razvoj ovog koljena koji je jako sada prisutno u svijetu. Znači, za prve polietilena sa konfiguracijom polietilena, federalnim kondilima smanjuje se vejač, smanjuje se tročne polietilena, što daje uspješnost ovog koljena.
Okay. Also for the mobile bearing versions, of course we got the two options, and worth of notice again, the anterior-posterior lift has been enhanced. So the principle is a sphere on sphere. We try to have a ball in the socket, such as in the hip. For the mobile bearing posterior stabilized, also you can notice maximum congruence of surfaces both in the frontal plane and in the sagittal plane. In the past, the history, the literature has reported us many cases of problem relevant to polyethylene abrasion. And we tried also to overcome this kind of problem. Here you can notice also from literature this problem relevant.
Znači, uspjeh ovog koljena će se da i u svijetu ovisiti o toj relaciji između instrumentarije i sama instrumentarije potpisati ugovor gdje se sa proizvodnjom femoralne komponente koje će ostvarijati od strane instrumentarije će se izraditi takozvani mirror polish surface TB femora, gdje će se sa smanjivanjem od wear, sa smanjivanjem trenja između polietilena i femoralne komponente smanjivat će se ukupno, znači taj total failure of the koljena, znači instrumentarija će igrati jednu važnu ulogu sada u budućnosti u proizvodnji femoralne komponente.
Okay. Also to optimize the articulation, we have optimized the posterior geometry. We got smoother transition parts and again wide contact areas, as you can notice. Also to polishing, particular attention has been paid. You can notice that this is the level of polishing of our implants, and you can notice also in this slide the particular attention we put on the design of the cam and the box itself. Okay, thus to allow the maximum contact, and also in lift off we try to avoid the edge loading. Sorry. Polishing again is something that has been particularly accurate. It's been particularly accurate. Now we got in our factory 2 new robots able to perform a perfect polishing themselves. In the fixed bearing plateau, tibial plateau, you can notice that we have also mirror polished the internal surfaces. So the coupling part is extremely safe and extremely smooth. So we got 6 peripheral small pockets and an entire groove in order to guarantee the minimal micromotion of the internal line. Okay, again, the principles are again there. High conformity, minimum wear, single radius, and near physiological kinematics. Again, to highlight the attention we put, we also designed all the polyethylene liners in a fashion that guarantees the minimum thickness in this area. So your resection, your bone resection, including femoral and tibial component, will be maximum 17 millimeters. It's extremely bone preserving. Again, the principle, as you can notice, a sphere on a sphere, both on the anterior, posterior, and the sagittal plane. This is valid both condyles, of course. Again, the better design, and also in lift-off cases, you got a perfect return to the normal function. The trochlea has been designed also in a very specific way, and the trochlea groove has been designed at 6 natural degrees, so respecting the anatomy. Again, most of you will not use the patella resurfacing, so even with the normal cleaning, even with the normal curettage of the patella, this is going to work. The congruence of surfaces, again, is designed in order to follow exactly the design of the liner. Not as for the traditional knee, that is just an anterior-posterior sliding. We got a design in order to have a curve path. The metal part were carried with a particular attention. As you can notice, we have also reduced the thickness of the tibial plateau. Worth of notice is the fact that we saved up to 2 millimeters. And this is the comparison. between the old version and the new version. Also, the keels and the tibial plateau are proportional to the size of the implants. So, as bigger is the implant, as longer is the keel. This to enhance the stability of the knee. Attention has also been put on the two tails. This is a region of a very high stress on the tibial plateau. By designing these two tails, we have reduced the bending on the lateromedial part of the plateau, as well as we have enhanced the rotational stability itself of the tibial plateau. Also, so you can see, and to summarize, you can see that both rotating bearing, fixed bearing, and the revision system are mirror polished. So this is a common engineered approach from our company. This is the location of the wear. This is the kind of problem you are facing during a normal motion on a knee. And this is, let me say, somehow the old design of tibial plateaus. As you can notice, they are not smooth at all. This is going to lead the knee to produce a large amount of debris. Here you can notice the traces of polyethylene on mat. Backside wear has been reported not by some, but from literature, that is up to 30%. It looks a very unbelievable number, but this is a huge number. So this attention we put on the tibial plateaus is now leading us in a proper direction. As anticipated, instrumentation set, it is extremely simple. With these three baskets, you can perform from primary up to revision. As anticipated also, modularity is the key thing. So, 3 baskets to start the surgeries. If you need the posterior stabilized, you just need to add an extra basket. If you need the patella or fixed bearing surfaces, just you need to add a specific pouch. That's all. Again, thanks through the cooperation also with Instrumentaria, they are producing part of our instrumentation set, so we are very grateful for this. I mean, quality is very well respected internationally speaking. So this is a common path from both companies. The goals of our knee are efficiency, ergonomics, visibility, lightness, and compactness, as well as multi-use. So here is let me say, the masterpiece in our production, and maybe I would like to...
Ukratko, ovo je bio jedan tehnički, vi ste ovo svi vidjeli što možete vidjeti. A ovaj tehnički bio bio važan, što vidjeli kroz reakciju samog koljena, da je rezervacija kosti, to je neki glavni cilj, uzma se 3 mm manje tibije nego što vam treba, što je biti izuzetno bitno za reviziji. Broj 2, jednostavnost. Samo 3 seta postoji, sva ta 3 seta možete odraditi sve. Ovo koljeno je divno zato što možete raditi cruciate retaining, cruciate sacrificing, posterior stabilizing, fixed mobile, sve iz 3 seta. Što se tiče instrumenta, just go for next one. Znači radi se isto kao i standardna koljena, ja ne znam koje ste već imali priliku i koristiti, ja sam koristio sve od strajka do ja, što god postoji. Znači, ja radim prvo femur, pa radim tibiju, i za femur, ta jednostavnost femura je ono što je mene privuklo i što sam još uvijek fasciniran i impresioniran sve. Imate samo jedan ovaj instrument. I to je to. Nema, stavite intramedularni dio, nakon toga stavite ovo, imate sve. Različite vrste, just show the sizes there, just show them. So there, ovo su, znači vrste 1, 2, 3. Ukoliko vi stavljate veći ili manji broj, ne možete vidjeti da je dvice u tricu. Ako vi radite dvice u tricu, on se sam tiše gore u tome. I sad tim